This is Out Loud and Logic.
John!
My algorithm right now on TikTok is literally cycling through three things. Do you want to know what they are?
Kinda.
Really skimpy underwear.
Yeah.
Fiber-friendly brunch spots.
Okay.
And memes with captions like, he's 6'4", owns plants, and texts back. I think my algorithm is trying to tell me something, and I'm not sure if it's trying to tell me that I'm a bottom. Do you think about these things? What's happening?
The evolution of a gay man, basically. I'm a dom top. Maybe I like something in there.
Yeah, unless you're getting ads for heavy machinery, I'm not buying it.
I actually, in my algorithm too, to be fair, is once you, like, on this health kick that we are on and we're gay, like, I get the fiber gummies and stuff too. Like, I get the underwear. You and I are probably the same exact algorithm. It's like naked men, shirtless, of pages you should look at, ads for all things gay. Yeah, maybe the algorithm thinks I'm a bottom also. Huh, let's unpack that. Or pack it, however you want to look at it.
I'm an unpacker. And I like to look at it. Let's
do what we've done before. Let's take some quizzes.
Okay.
And let's talk about our results. Because I think there's probably a shit ton of quizzes out there around are you a top or a bottom.
Okay.
So, guys, for editing purposes, we're going to take our quizzes. You won't have to sit there and wait, but we're going to talk about the results as we go.
I'm going to start my quizzes. I'll be back.
Okay. Okay,
All
John.
right, I'm almost done. Let me just finish this last question.
Oh,
Yeah, every time. Oh, yeah, definitely this one. Okay, submit.
you take too long to read.
I'm done.
Okay.
All right, I'm ready. Go.
Okay.
The Go Freddy, the Freddy test.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And
I did that
what was
one.
the title of that quiz, Brian?
Unsure.
Am I a top or a bottom? Very simple.
Okay. Very. What did your results indicate to
Neither.
you, John?
I am neither a top or a bottom. I am a side, Brian. Do you know about side culture?
No. Like, do you sit with like a thing of popcorn and watch other people?
Yeah, with a
Like
with a
on the
parasol and Victorian garments, of course. No,
Oh, she sounds fancy. I'm in.
I ride. This is how I ride horses too. Side saddle, both legs on one side. No, I don't like. I don't particularly go straight to penetration for sexual activity. I enjoy more foreplay, orally things, and thusly I am a side.
Okay. Okay. That interesting. That's what you, okay, mine I got Freddie, my best friend. He told me that he believes that I'm verse.
Hmm.
He goes, "These terms have come to mean much more than what position you prefer. Being verse is often associated with indecisiveness between identifying as a top or bottom, rather its own distinct category. These stereotypes can be harmful. That's why there's been a move to accommodate a wider range of descriptions or continue their use entirely. I'm a verse and you are a side." According to this quiz.
And I have to say, your reaction to not knowing what a side is really important here, because this is why my quiz had to tell me this. You're not alone. I
am not
as
alone.
There has recently been an increasing recognition of sides. Discussion about anal sex has often drowned out the consideration of other sexual preferences. To be a side is to recognize that although anal and vaginal sex may not interest you, your enjoyment of other sexual activities is just as valid. I feel seen. I feel sided.
Valid. I feel a little versed in my thinking right now.
We'll work on that. All right.
That's a good one. I like it.
What else? Did you learn anything about yourself in that quiz? The questions were really straightforward.
The questions were really straightforward. No, I think more on my journey, when I first came out, like it was more like I'm a top. But I think it was because it was just fear of doing anything else with your body. And so as I've gotten older, I've definitely been more intrigued by the idea and like going in the route of doing both. So I wasn't surprised by my results or the questions. Because I think as we get older, like we just love our bodies and we should know how to use them in all ways, shapes, or forms.
Completely. And I track with that too. Uh, my results I agreed with the side piece, but it does not it doesn't mean that I don't practice intercourse. It's just sort of more so where it fits into my preferential levels of where it, what I like to do. So
Correct. And John, let's be honest. This is just a quiz. It's not going to know exactly who we
oh my
are, but it's
oh
funny.
mine said John, comma.
Social security number,
Yeah,
comma, where you
yeah.
live, comma. We've been watching you for the last 6 months, comma.
And
You are
now
signed.
yeah. For only $39.99 a month. Not bad.
Yeah. No, for only $39.99 a month, we'll keep your data
Yeah.
private. And you're like, shit, take my
Yeah.
credit card.
Check out the link to learn more about what it means to be a side. Clicking it.
All right, which one do you want to take next? Tell me.
I want to do well, let's just double down. Let's go into the top verse bottom the quiz maker.
The quiz maker. Okay, let's do it. Let's take it.
Okay.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
I think you might be interested by my results here.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
first because I'm interested more in your results, not mine.
I'm interested in yours too.
I got. I didn't get verse this time. I got versatile.
Are
I
you
don't know if I'm just being
confused?
read. No, I'm not confused. I'm just getting consistent. So you've got the best of both worlds. You top, you bottom, you go side to side, and you do it all. This is a great position to be in as a lover. It means that when the need arises or calls, you are willing to fulfill any and all of your partner's needs.
Like,
I'm a giver, John. I'm a giver.
follow, subscribe. I got the same. I got versatile on this one, Brian.
There, see, you're moving on up,
I
side piece.
am. My no longer will I be getting fiber friendly brunch posts on my.
Yeah, but you know what's fun is you're kind of going through like I'm just jumping right into sex in these quizzes apparently. You're like you're edging. You did a little bit of like oral in the first quiz. Now you're like versatile in the second quiz. The third quiz you're gonna get like
I was
dom
just gonna say
time.
my algorithm is like like slowly like easing me in, so it's like lube ads, and then next it's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
like non-penetrative like toy reviews, like like cock rings and like strokers and like wands and stuff, and then like you said, the last is gonna be like whips and chains, and
Or just pure on fisting.
Rihanna. Whips and chains won't hurt me, come on now.
Let's take our
All right,
last quiz and then I want to unpack all of these
okay.
results for the rest of our pod
I'll,
if we can because I think this is very
okay,
interesting.
let's run it. Hello, you there? Did you submit?
Yeah,
Did you get
okay.
it?
I transformed.
Well, this one, before we give our results, this one was really interesting, this quiz, because
Tell him.
whereby the last two quizzes were more direct, like I like to do this I like to do this, I like to have this done to me, kind of like a format. The
Yes.
format of this one and the questions were more so situational. If you were running
Correct.
behind a hot man, would you like wait for his phone number, go get his phone number, or just keep staring at him and chasing him and just to keep enjoying the view? Like it was those kinds of questions, so I liked.
It went it went right into the psyche more so than the actual physicality of it. So yeah, I agree with you. It was more around like how would you react in this moment? And then I guess all those answers turned into like that vibe, that psyche that we would do in those moments, how we would react in bed.
And so the answers were
Yeah.
really interesting. What did you end up
Yeah.
getting?
I have moved roles.
Oh, did you move up or down?
It seems that you, my friend, are a captivating switch with the sweet spot for the allure of the bottom roll.
Good for you. Get all of those nerves
Right?
felt up. Absolutely.
And then it says, is that a surprise? I think not.
Oh,
Your way of navigating the dance of desire certainly has its own unique rhythm. That's beautiful.
mine, it's beautiful as well, because that is not only beautiful, I love how the spectrum has sort of continued because mine has also
Yes.
moved me a rank.
Okay.
Um, it's saying that I give top attitude.
Oh my god. We're like earning Boy Scout badges during
Brian,
this.
like,
I want all my
uh,
patches. I want people to know, listen, I'm kind of verse, kind of bottom. You don't know what you're in for.
oh, you clever soul. Aren't you just the versatile one with a top attitude? So I think this is telling me that I'm a verse top, Brian. Your
Wow. Okay.
answers have painted a picture, and it's a very colorful one. You, my friend, are a top verse switch with a touch of top spice, the versatile player in this great game of desire. Yours said something about a dance, right? This one
Mm-hmm.
also mentions it's an exquisite dance, one in which you are more than willing to follow the lead. You become their canvas, allowing to
Ooh.
paint their body with every inch of your passion and desire. Brian, I'm hot, and it's not because my hair is broken. Let me just tell you.
Listen, it probably is
Well,
broken,
well,
but
that's what I'm saying. My
the
hair is
AI
actually
is
broken. No, just,
the AI is really good because mine was also like because I mentioned in the last quiz that like younger top kind of verse kind of that energy. But it's interesting. It says you relish your moments of power and lead the central symphony with great enthusiasm. The way you command the stage, your partner becomes your instrument, following your melodic line of your torch, your whisper, your look. But then it says, but just when they think they've got you figured out, you play your joker. With a delightful twist, you turn things around and surprise them by willingly sinking into the role of bottom. I'm just saying, this just shows I am such a good person, John. That's what I'm hearing in all
we
of
are all
this.
good people, Brian.
That's not true.
Well,
You and I are good
I meant
people.
in this room.
Okay.
In
In
the
the
chat,
chat.
if you're listening. Okay. But oh, how the tables can turn, mine also rebuttals with. When your partner decides to switch roles, you, my friend, are not one to shy away. No, you embrace the change like a well-tailored suit, slipping into the submissive role with ease. Your inner top subsides, and your bottom ready to take charge with a gusto that's all your own.
Ooh.
Girl, get some ice cubes. What is happening? That is sexy.
Oh
It's very good. Whoever wrote
my
that
god.
deserves a raise.
Listen, I don't know if I feel 100% seen, but I feel good.
I kind of feel seen, and I'm kind of going to close my windows and blinds. Kind of scary. It's like Santa's watching you with a gay
Yeah.
twist, just judging me from out afar. I've got my own poll to
Those
worry
quizzes are
about. Come on, Santa.
well, those quizzes are fun because I also feel like the reason why I like taking 3 quizzes is because of course your answer is going to change. Like the result's going to change. And so I think it's actually kind of cool to see if there's any consistency because I do think in our world, in the gay world particularly, like people feel the need to be in a certain lane and in a certain position at all times. And I feel like there's been this new wave of like people are starting to say like, you know, just start to enjoy your body and go with it and stop trying to put yourself in a certain spot. Now I'm married, so my situation is slightly different, but I would love to hear if that's kind of true and what you're hearing as you're like dating. Do you feel like you have to stick to a certain lane or are people starting to be a little more quote unquote fluid?
I think the both of those camps like are cohorts of different people. I think people who are sort of
Mm,
stuck in like the labeling world of I'm like solely a top, a bottom, of this, of that, the other. I've always even like said I'm not interested in people like that because and I was like kind of trapped in a relationship like that in the past.
yeah.
I'm not interested in people like that because I'm a creative, and a creative needs sort of like a toolbox, a spectrum of tools, if you will, to continue to work and create. And as a matter of fact, what I really liked is during one of the quizzes, one of the questions mentioned or asked um, what you prefer doing, like
Mm-hmm.
being things done to you or you done to others, basically like pleasing your partner versus being pleased. And one of the multiple choice responses was it's situational. And so I find that like a lot of like how I show up to the table versus top, bottom side, it's like
Yeah.
how I'm feeling, what's going on in my real world. Is work
Mm.
really difficult right now? And do I want to take out some like safe aggression, right? Like a way to like play and role play, to like, get out and have fun, really. I mean, sex is supposed to have fun. So I think that like just by playing one role, it's kind of like, our bodies are such dynamic instruments. I don't think like having to sit within a label. But out here in the real world, there are people who are of both world camps, right? So then you have the other camp, which is
Yeah.
like the people like the guy that I'm like hanging out with right now, where everybody's happy to sort of like, hey, what do you want? Where are you at? What can I do for you? So
Yeah.
it's kind of cool.
And so that literally is my ultimate question. How many fingers, John, or fist can you fit these days?
From each person, from one person, or all the people.
Yes.
um, yes.
Let's just say I'm not going on very long walks today.
Let's just say my pillows are all organized in such a fashion that I can sit comfortably for the next 12 to 8 hours, 8 to 12 hours.
It actually brings up an interesting question. Is so when I came out, and I started to become sexually active, I just assumed that I was a
Mhm.
top. Where were you at? Because you came out earlier than me. You also were dating a lot older.
Before
At
we
the
go there, because I definitely want to unpack that, I just want to like revert just slightly back to ask you adversely from since I'm
Yeah.
single and like I'm out and I could explore
Mm,
sort of like the buffet, right?
okay.
Is there a world between in your relationship like a safety that you guys can like sort of shift and morph and be like or do you feel tied down to what you've already sort of like showed up as? Like is there space to change? I hope.
I think there's space to change. I think the evolution comes through communication. Uh, and anyone listening who's married, gay
Yep.
or straight, like the conversation constantly shifts because of the stress in your life, right? And so I think where we were and where we are today is very different. But I also think that wasn't shaped by communication. That was shaped by just being tired. So I would just say we're doing it
Yeah.
less now. But I will say when we do, it's a communication thing of like, what do I need in this
Yeah.
moment kind of
Yeah.
situation. So it evolves. I would say from a comfort standpoint, yes, because we know each other so well. Um, but yeah, so I guess, and it's a good question. So thank you for asking that.
Yeah.
But like going back to what I was saying is like, I wonder because did you put yourself in a certain lane when you first came out? Or like I said, you came out a little bit younger and you were dating older. Were you kind of put in a lane because of the position you were in? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, there were so many factors there. One was that I was a bigger human being. Like I was just
Mm-hmm.
bigger boned, I was fatter. So just already I thought that I had to be like this bear, cub, otter,
Mm.
masculine, top, dom sort of thing. I also think though
Yeah.
that there's sort of like a misconception of tops being sort of like less gay because they don't get penetrated. And I think, and there's shame, sort of sometimes bottom shaming that happens in our community of like Nelly
Yeah.
bottom, slut bottom, like bottom pig, like slut, all of these things. And I think that maybe part of me gravitated towards being a top because of how much shame I felt about being gay and what I thought about being penetrated. And I think
Oh.
that's changed over time in my sex journey and in my personal mental journey.
Yeah. That's an
Yeah.
interesting take for sure. Um, it's just so weird how like when you come out at such a young age, and by young age I mean high school, college. I mean it's younger now, but even anyone get coming out or being gay in high school, college, like you don't really know your body, right? Like you're still learning how to find pleasure in yourself, and so it's a really interesting place to be because you're trying to find pleasure in yourself while also trying to, when you're dating, trying to give pleasure to someone else. So it's a very interesting tension of like who do I support, myself or that person? And usually when you're younger and you're dating, you want to support that person. So I feel like you do make a lot of like, you
Sessions.
kind of like, yeah, just concessions just because you want to make it work.
Hmm.
Does that,
Yeah.
And so I don't feel like you get the space really to explore who what you really enjoy, and I think that comes with age.
And I think you're absolutely right. And I'll close up by saying that being a single.
We'll never close up, John.
I'm an open book.
You're a
I'm an
bottom.
open book. I'm wide open. Come and get it, baby. But just saying that age experience has just taught me, and should tell everybody, regardless of whether you're married, single, gay, straight, wherever you sit, that communication and self-advocacy are the tools for healthy relationships. That means in sex or at work or anywhere. So continue to honor each other, be funny, be great, be loud, be proud, be loving. I love you, Brian, and go enjoy your bottom journey, you little slutty pig bottom.
This was Out Loud and Laughing.
We're available everywhere you get your podcasts: Spotify, Apple, YouTube, iHeart, or wherever.